The end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. Well, folks, it's time for my annual End of the Day with Ray rumor roast for 2025. Boy, there's so many rumors out there, and I'm looking at these rumors. I'm thinking, geez, man, if these things aren't true, this is totally amazing. But I wanted to put them all in one place for the audience. But before I jump on that gigantic, sharp, interactive board and go through my 2025 rumor roast, I got to do a shout out to Steve Sass. Steve Sass, the president of ProPrint, sent me this ball cap. He's out of Canada, became a reseller sponsor. Hopefully he got that paid before the tariffs went up. But I got to tell you, I thank all my reseller sponsors. Thank you, Steve, for the hat. We'll find a place for it here in the studio. But ladies and gentlemen, we got to jump on this gigantic, sharp, interactive board, go through these rumors. But before we get started, I do have to remind everybody, this is a satire. Okay? Because there's some folks that, I do my rumors roast, they get all freaked out. They start calling people and crying like a schoolgirl. And I just want to let everybody know that, hey, this is a satire show. Anyway, let's jump right in there. First rumor up, ladies and gentlemen. This is unbelievable, but I hear this. I hear that the Konica, president of U.S. operations, is going to allow, this is unbelievable, all the dealers to use their co-op money to buy End of the Day with Ray sponsorships. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Not only that, it goes one step further. They're also going to allow all of the employees at Konica here in the U.S. and Canada, I hear, to go ahead and use their award points. When they sell stuff, they get the award points, I guess, and they're going to allow them to use that to buy the sponsorships. This is so unbelievable. And what happened, I hear, was that a lot of the employees would ask, the leaders at Konica here in the U.S. questions about the company's financials. And they would always have to divert to the End of the Day with Ray. They would say, well, you got to see that on the End of the Day with Ray because, we don't really look at our financials. This is what I'm hearing. And so I guess they figured, hell, if everybody's going to be watching the show, they might as well help support the show so that the employees will have a place to continue to watch. So thank you so much, if this is true, to those leaderships over there at Konica. Awards points to purchase End of the Day with Ray sponsorships from Konica. This is just so unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is an unbelievable rumor. Frank Cannata agrees to wear shirts printed on textile machines. You can see him. There's a textile machine here. We know Frank's a big proponent of the textile printing stuff, right? Thinks dealers should be doing that all over the world. Well, I guess he's going to start wearing shirts made on the machines. If you're going to promote this stuff, you might as well really promote it. And by the way, that shirt's looking pretty darn good on Frank there. But this is a pretty big rumor, right? Holy smokes. I can't wait to see the attire on Frank Cannata. Here's a rumor. Xerox keeps Lexmark X, throws in trash all other letters. And there you can see the trash can, all the other letters are in there. By the way, I looked at that, letters in the trash can, it kind of spells Mr. Leak. Somebody leaked this out, I guess? I don't know. I thought this was kind of crazy rumor. Oh, this rumor's unbelievable. Visual Edge IT starting class on best practices in firing executives. Folks, it's just a rumor. This is what I'm hearing. First class titled, LinkedIn. I didn't see that coming. That'll be a very interesting class. This is just an unbelievable rumor. Visual Edge starting a class on best practice in firing executives. But there's another rumor kind of tied to this, ladies and gentlemen, that GreatAmerica is going to provide the curriculum to the Visual Edge IT best practices in firing executives, because I guess something happened over there at GreatAmerica. I remember, I did a couple videos on it, remember? GreatAmerica terminated the president of GreatAmerica and lawsuits, all that stuff. So I guess, there's some good things they could share in this class on how to fire executives. Because obviously, that's something the industry probably needs. These are some unbelievable rumors. Next rumor. Acumatica watches old videos of Forza at Technology United and ECS Desert meetings, then immediately cancels all activity and investments in new imaging channel ERP. I was wondering when this was going to happen, so I'm kind of hoping this rumor's true because, oh my God, the money that could be wasted in frivolous fantasies around ERPs could be astronomical. So I guess they're going to, pay attention to the last ERP and say, wait a second, if it didn't work with these guys, how's it going to work now? That's a pretty big rumor. Let me see. Ladies and gentlemen, there's an additional rumor that goes with the story. The rumor is that Rick and Mike are going to share all the truths regarding Forza in a webinar titled ERP Replacement Fantasies. I mean, this rumor would be awesome if this is true. Seriously. I mean, get up on stage and talk about what the hell happened with the last fantasy ERP, right? Holy smokes. Here's a big rumor. Fujifilm is sending scissors to Konica Minolta dealers. An effort for Konica dealers to cut up KM dealer agreement and sign up with them. I mean, folks, that new Konica, holy smokes, that new Konica dealer agreement, a lot of controversy around that, right? Holy smokes. I'm thinking, you send the deal with a pair of scissors, they cut up the contract, they call Fuji, say we want to sign with you instead. Huh? That's that. I'm almost thinking that rumor is actually spot on, right? What else we got here? Oh, this is interesting. There's a rumor out there that Dex Imaging secretly buys All Covered. Konica Minolta sales reps didn't even notice because they never knew what All Covered was or did. Let me read that again. Dex Imaging secretly buys All Covered. Konica Minolta sales reps didn't notice because they never knew what All Covered was or did. I'm almost thinking that rumor's probably spot on there. What else we got here? Oh, you can't have a rumors roast without bringing in the dictator Xi, that ruthless communist dictator, right? Communist dictator Xi gives award to 9-Star and Lenovo for selling their technology products to U.S. government offices. The award is called the CPP Spy on You Award. CCP Spy on You Award, given to a couple of gentlemen there. One of them works for 9-Star, one of them works for Lenovo, I'm thinking. And look at these awards. This one says printers in the Pentagon. They're giving them an award. Hey, you got those printers in the Pentagon. Good for you. I mean, this one over here says PCs in the State Department. Oh, my God. I got to tell you. I bet you those, the whole Communist Chinese Party's got to be excited about this. Man, I wonder if that rumor's true. Oh, if it is, holy smokes. What else we got here, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, Ricoh corporate office gets email from Effissimo Capital telling Ricoh leaders the names of their new bosses. I don't know if you watched The End of the Day with Ray, but you are today, right? But, Effissimo Capital, okay? Private equity group out there buying up equity in Ricoh. They're up to 23%. I mean, holy smokes, pretty soon they're going to be driving that bus, I'm thinking. There's another rumor that Effissimo Capital watches The End of the Day with Ray and believes as me, that Ricoh's operating profit is disgustingly low. I mean, look, these are rumors, right? What do we got here? Oh, this is a big rumor. Dex Imaging will soon be interviewing new employees at Konica Minolta U.S. Direct Operations offices. Huh. What does that mean? Oh, because I'm thinking that, Dex Imaging is going to take over all Konica Direct Operations, so it would make sense to go to those offices and start interviewing people, so when they take over those direct operations, they know who to get rid of. That makes a lot of sense. Boy, that's a big rumor. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my rumors roast for 2025. These rumors, who knows? I'm thinking a lot of them are probably going to come true. But one thing's for sure, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody that watches me knows this. Status quo is the killer of all that will be invented. Don't get stuck there, and I'll see you all tomorrow.